27 high traffic stores in one of the most populated areas in the United States. How many Star Wars Outlaws pre-orders do you think they have total between 27 stores? Star Wars Outlaws. Razor, have you followed this game at all?
Yes, unwillingly, but yes.
Well, this game has been, it has seen its share of criticisms over the life cycle of it before its release. And I think rightfully so. But the game has had its reviews released now for the first time, and people are very intrigued to see what's happening. Overall, the game is via Metacritic is averaging a 77 from its critics. It's a game, right?
It's a game.
It's a game, right? It's not the killer app that I think a lot of people have been looking for.
But thanks to like IGN and websites like that throwing off the scoring curve, like a 70% is considered middling, right?
Right. And I think, we talked about this the other day, the idea of like what average right now is like a 7. It used to be a 5, right? But it's seen as favorable along the way. There's been 2 negative reviews, several mixed, but for the most part, pretty positive. Now, with that said, it has very much embarrassed itself on certain parts. With a game this size, I would say the overall consensus that I've seen and heard and read about this game is that it looks visually, from a landscape perspective, pretty nice. But the game is very, very shallow itself, right? It's kind of like, go here, do this.
A shallow Ubisoft game. You can't mean that.
Right.
Let me guess. At some point, you collect something.
Yes, that's pretty much the entire game. Yes, you nailed it. The Ubisoft right there. Demonic's right. We lost Star Wars 13-13 for Outlaws. That's right. That was going to be the killer game that they just shelved. But this piece of gameplay was being passed around based off of the. This was a really good example of kind of the lifelessness of the characters themselves. When you think of one of the main criticisms early on of this game was the look and feel of the main character in it compared to the actual actress who played her. And she is not very attractive in the game. Whereas the actress herself is beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
They gave her the same haircut as Bushroot from Darkwing Duck. The hell was that?
Man, let's go, Razor, with the Darkwing Duck reference.
When there's trouble, you call DW.
Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Let's go. For reference, I do think it's important. Here is the actor who played the character on the right, not on the left, and here she is in the game over here on the left-hand side. So, Star Wars Outlaws
with a ShamWow on her head. Yes,
that's right. But beautiful woman on the right, doesn't look anything look like her in real life or in the game at all. But this is gameplay that got passed around and shows a really good example of some of the lifelessness of the characters. I just want to play this little cutscene and we'll kind of talk about it.
Oh no.
Yeah, he wouldn't. But he told me.
Oh God.
Peter.
Pay attention to this guy here, by the way. this
do I have to?
Yes, you do, Razor. I'm sorry. That's part of the contract. So pay attention to this guy over here and see how many times he blinks his eyes.
Yeah, of course. I've got every part you could want. I mean, mag fins, aftermarket sensors, booster coils.
Cold eyes, dead eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Yes, very much dead eyes.
Those eyes roll over white.
The best thing about this video is the music in the background. It's very whimsical.
Yeah, the music's actually not bad for
yeah.
kind of sounds Star
Wars. The music's
Wars.
fine in my opinion. It's the characters are awful. They're not finished. They're blurry. He doesn't blink ever, which is weird. He looks like a potato. None of this looks finished.
No.
I'm expecting her at any minute to say, "My face is tired."
No.
You said
Labs, can we clip this right here, by the way? Just this guy going, no.
It's like he's just peering into oblivion. Like,
right. Yeah, they're straight up looking forward. Like, definitely a serial killer.
oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
This guy has
by
a
the
crawl
way,
space full of corpses.
Isn't it weird though how like the minor characters look better than the main character who they should have spent the most time working on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, look, I mean, at least his face looks a little more normal. Can we go back to her?
That's what I'm saying. Like he looks more refined than she does.
I mean, her
He
left
looks like an alien.
her left and right eyes have not even made each other's acquaintance yet.
They're working on it. Let's go keep this going.
Before I keep
and she's got the like jawline of Robert Starr, you know what I mean?
Are they gonna put out another patch or something like right after? Be like, here's better graphics, kind of like what EA did with a
woman has a baseball mitt for a face.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. Like, oh, we know the product isn't finished. Here it is anyway.
The woman has a baseball mitt for a face. That's
never heard that one before.
Never have. I hope I hear it regularly. That's spectacular. That's great. All right, let's go ahead and continue.
Every time I see her face, I just hear that song from the beginning of the Ninja Turtles tape, right? Kid.
What?
The baseball kid? You don't remember that?
No, what are you talking about?
Play right field. It's important you know. You gotta know how to catch. You gotta know how to throw. I play right field out where the dandelions grow. There we are.
Yeah, let's go. Nostalgia overload.
There we are.
Hey, can we just skip talking about
it great?
Can we just stop talking about Star Wars and just watch?
Yeah, please. Let's just watch Pizza Hut commercials.
Love it. Well, I'm going to see if I can find that. That'll be the reward at the very end of this.
Is your face supposed to have a pelvis?
God.
Sir.
Oh. No.
You just said every part I could want.
I mean, I could slap the repulsor on there now. That's no problem. But without some good Durasteel struts, it'd shake loose in a day or two.
Plenty of time to feather my hair, though.
Yes. Well, there we go. That's the first example of that. Blabs, you got something pulled up?
I do. I just want everyone to remember how much this cost. This game. $69.99, $109.99, $129.99, or the Ubisoft Pass, $18 a month, and you get an unfinished looking video game. Just a reminder.
Well, it's septuple A.
That's right. Yeah, there's quad A's here for sure.
I don't think this one's a quad A though. This is just a triple A.
No. Well, you may be asking yourself, it doesn't look visually that impressive from a character model perspective, but what's the gameplay like, right? And
it's quadruple A, Craig.
Yes.
It's got more A's than a Canadian conversation.
Hey, nice. Well, here we are with this. This is an example of the gameplay. The blaster is, your gun in Star Wars, but the blaster is no match in this game. The meme going around in this game is that her punch is a one-shot kill. Blasters, on the other hand, not so much.
She got a falcon punch.
What's that?
She got a falcon punch.
Well, pretty much. But here's the shot with it. The number of shots it took with this guy.
What in the world?
She shot him 6 times, and he's still not alive.
And
here.
And in the movies, dude, like Han Solo shoots a stormtrooper in full armor, and one shot he's down. He can hit him in the toe. The stormtrooper's down like bag of beef. That's
right. Well, here is an example of kind of the takedown. There's some stealth gameplay as well in the game, so you can go and blow, and you can shoot things, and you can take 6-7 shots to take them down. You can also punch them, but there is a stealth element to it, and this is one of the glitches that has been seen when it comes to this game.
Oh boy.
Keep in mind, she's wearing Han Solo's skin.
They gave her Han Solo's
Yeah, that's
outfit.
an unlockable skin or whatever it was. I think what was it with the season pass? I can't remember. They did a trailer for it last week. Like I said, this game he was supposed to be Han Solo, not a she. They did this for like points and
Clearly,
everything.
yeah.
And the fact
kids,
that you're
you like
wearing
Han Solo? You like an asshole wearing Han Solo's clothes?
Ma'am Solo.
Yeah.
Here's Ma'am Solo going at it.
Yes.
Slowly. Take him out.
Oh no! What is?
She just finished like the shuffle.
Straight up moonwalked across the stage.
Straight up, Han Solo is Moonwalker.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
good stuff right there. But we're not done. As I also think it's important to bring up the AI, the wonderful AI associated with the when you're in a boss fight. So here's a clip that was being thrown down here. Let's check see how well the enemies adapt in battle.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I get that they want you to actually do all the heavy lifting, but could like they move around or really do a little bit better?
2 headshots?
Yes, the double shots, the double headshots with your blaster right there.
What are they, Trump? What is this? 2 headshots?
That's
right. They're not grazing any ears here. We're shooting them right in the forehead, which is
They're
crazy.
not sending their best. They're not. Frankly,
like they don't even like you know what would be really cool if like the stormtroopers hit those like people, civilians or whatever it is, and she can actually go and like res them, kind of like in the old school games where like your AI teammate went down, you went and res them. That would have been some type of cool thing. Like, here, I'll help you up. None of that is included. It's very immersive, guys. Oh my god.
The big question is, what about people buying the game? Will people be buying the game? Well, look, I have a.
I'll buy it to stream it. This looks like a hot mess.
Well, that's why people are buying Dustborn.
Right?
It's amazing how this game is in 2024 and Battlefront 2 2017 with all of its flops and everything looks better than this.
I have an insider who works retail and has access to a number of different pre-order numbers along the way.
Oh, God.
And this is in a very, possibly the most highly populated area in the United States. Okay. And this is based off of 27 stores. Okay, Razor? 27 high traffic stores in one of the most populated areas in the United States. How many Star Wars Outlaws pre-orders do you think they have total between 27 stores?
27 stores. 350.
Blabs, did you see the number?
I did. I'm laughing.
Divide that by 10. Because they have 35 PlayStation 5 pre-orders and 6 Xbox pre-orders for a total of 41 pre-orders of Star Wars Outlaws. 41 based off of 27 high traffic stores in the most populated areas in the United States.
Hey, it's not Dustborn.
No,
it's
people.
No Dustborn.
More people will be playing this than Dustborn for
sure.
Dustborn.
See, I was all like, I think this game will still make some money because it is a Star Wars IP. But I don't know, man.
I told you.
Keep in mind, like.
Well, all normies will play this game anyway, like they'll pick it up or like it'll show up on Game Pass or something one day.
Yeah, but like, this is not the environment. Like, what was the last successful Star Wars movie?
Well, technically speaking, it depends on how you look at it.
And it's not the 90s where we're making Star Wars games because people want more Star Wars. So the games are selling because this is how we're continuing the series through video games and comic books and whatever, right? Expanded universe. That's not how it is today. If anything, we want less, right? It's like being in an ugly strip club. You want them to put clothes on. And that's kind of where we're at. Like, okay, Star Wars, what little dignity you have left, please put your clothes back on.
Hold on. Okay, listen. Blabs has a spoiler for you guys. If you don't want a spoiler, then just mute for the next 10 seconds. Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's
The
back?
verge of uncovering the rebel network. This is an unqualified success for the ISB.
Wait, guys,
Unqualified success for the DEI.
You need to hear how pathetic the voice acting is.
Oh God. Are they going to use Chad Vader again?
Zarek Besh has not found a single member of the Rebel Alliance.
That's nonsense.
Okay.
How bad is that?
That doesn't sound...
That's discount Vader.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound like a guy really doing much of a Vader impression at all.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough, man. That does not sound like James Earl Jones for sure. Man, play a little bit more. I want to hear him a little more than that.
Uh-huh.
Without rebels, Zarek Besh is a failure.
All right. So Vader shows up. Of course he does, because why not?